Hello and welcome to Suchitra's Biology. Today we are going to discuss about the topic that is the GPCR pKa signal. So let's start. So this is the plasma membrane. Okay, this is the plasma membrane of the cell. Now this is GPCR. This is the N terminal and this is the C terminal. The C terminal of GPCR. This is GPCR. GPCR stands for G protein coupled receptor. Okay, G protein coupled receptor. GPCR is a transmembrane protein that transpans the membrane 7 times. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. The N terminal remains outside and the C terminal will be inside. Okay, now GPCR is this one. Now there will be G protein. This is alpha, beta and gamma. This is G protein. Oh, let me write this on the side. So this is G protein. Okay, G protein has 3 subunits. This is trimeric. Okay, alpha, beta and gamma. The alpha is bound to GDP. When the G protein's alpha subunit is bound to GDP, it is in inactive form. Okay, it is in inactive form. But if a ligand comes and binds to the GPCR receptor, okay, this is the ligand. This ligand comes and binds to the GPCR. Now the GPCR becomes active. So once the GPCR is active, what it will do? The intracellular loop, this loop, okay, this portion, it will remove the GDP. GDP is removed and it adds GTP to it. Okay. Now once the GTP is added to the G protein, it becomes active. It was inactive when GDP was bound, but once the GDP is removed and a GTP is added by GPCR, it will become active. Now this is activated. Now the alpha subunit bound to GTP will come and bind to another protein, adenylate cyclase. It is an enzyme. Okay, so what it will do, the adenylate cyclase becomes active once alpha GTP comes and bounds to it. So now adenylate cyclase becomes active. So what it will do, it will convert ATP into CAMP. Okay, CAMP is a secondary messenger. Here is another protein called pKa. Okay, protein kinase A. This pKa has 2 subunits. One is the catalytic subunit. One is regulatory subunit. These are the regulatory subunits and these are the catalytic subunits. Okay, this catalytic subunit and this is regulatory subunit. So this CMP will come and bind to the regulatory subunit. CAMP comes and binds to this. Now once the CAMP comes and binds to the regulatory subunit, regulatory subunit of pK, and this is catalytic subunit of pK. So CAMP comes and binds to the regulatory subunit of pK. Once CAMP binds, what will happen? The catalytic subunit will be dissociated from the regulatory subunit. So catalytic subunit is separated. Okay, so now this is the nucleus. Okay, nucleus of the cell. this catalytic subunit will enter the nucleus. In nucleus there is DNA. Okay, this is the DNA. Now this catalytic subunit, it will, since it is a part of protein kinase A, kinase means it can phosphorylate another protein. So this catalytic subunit will phosphorylate another protein called CREB present in the nucleus. So it gets phosphorylated by the catalytic subunit. Okay. Now CREB will come and bind to DNA along with another protein known as CBP. Okay. CBP stands for catalytic domain binding protein. Okay. Binding protein. CREB is present in nucleus. It gets phosphorylated by the catalytic subunit of pKa. Now CREB will bind to DNA and CBP will also bind. Now transcription will occur and produce RNA. Now this RNA will produce a protein. Okay. Now this protein shows cellular response. Okay. This is GPCR pKa signaling. I am going to explain it once again. This was the GPCR, G protein coupled receptor. To this ligand comes and bounds. Okay. So this becomes active. Now what it will do? It will remove the GDP from the alpha subunit of G protein. And it will add GTP to the alpha subunit. So now the G protein becomes active. The alpha subunit along with GTP goes and binds to the adenylate cyclase. Now adenylate cyclase becomes active and it converts ATP into CAMP. CAMP is a secondary messenger. Now the CAMP goes and binds to the regulatory subunit of pKa, protein kinase A. Once CAMP is bound to the regulatory subunit, the catalytic subunit is dissociated or separated. This catalytic subunit of pKa, protein kinase A, goes into the nucleus. Once it goes into the nucleus, it phosphorylates CREB. Now CREB becomes active as it is phosphorylated. Okay, earlier CREB was inactive. Once it is phosphorylated by the catalytic subunit of pKa, it becomes active and it will bind to the DNA. Along with that, another protein CBP will also bind. CBP is catalytic domain binding protein. So it also binds to the DNA. Now transcription will occur. DNA will produce RNA. Then from RNA, protein will be produced by translation. So this protein produced will show the cellular response. Okay. So this is the GPCR pKa signaling. So this was all about the GPCR pKa signaling. If you like the video, do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.